Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime No Mi. Today, continuing with our One Piece videos, we will talk about a great power of the Straw Hat Pirates for the final battle. The great final battle of One Piece is getting closer and closer, where we will see several powerful characters fighting, even Luffy having many strong allies to fight alongside him. Probably this will not be enough, since the Navy has the Buster Call, a ship extremely equipped with explosive weapons capable of destroying an island completely. So during the final fight, Luffy will need an equivalent, or even greater power. And it's not far off, since he can have the three most powerful weapons in his favor, being the three ancient weapons that have incredible destructive power. They are feared even by Sekai Sifu. In today's video we are going to talk about how Luffy already has the three old weapons and how he can use them to his advantage during the final big battle, which is said by Oda to be a big battle that will surpass Marineford's. Hope you can help us by leaving your like in the video to support the channel. I also hope you subscribe if you are still new here, and leave your comments saying your opinion and what are the next videos you want to see here on the channel. Now let's go to the video. Guys, soon we will see the story heading towards the final battle, where we will see the maximum powers of each pirate, sailors and the revolutionary army. In this battle, we will have several known characters fighting. Just as Oda said, this will be an even bigger battle than what happened in Marineford, so we will see great fights that can shake the world, and of course, after the end the fate of the world will change completely. Because whoever manages to win will have control of everything, because the great powers that rule the world of One Piece will be entering a direct confrontation. Maybe Kaido and Big Mom will not enter the confrontation, since there is currently a big battle going on in Wano, where they are participating. With the alliance of two Yonko, they are trying to defeat the new alliance that has formed between three pirates of the worst generation, being them Luffy, Kid and Law. So if this trio of new pirates manage to defeat them and thus take their titles for themselves, we will hardly see them going to the final battle. But during the final battle, we will see many powerful characters like Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates, pirates of the worst generation like Kid and Law, Teach and his crews, also the revolutionaries, Shanks and his crew, and especially the Navy with the admirals and one of their greatest sources of power, the Buster Call. The Buster Calls are very powerful ships with a great power of destruction. During the anime we were shown their great power in two situations. In addition to that, when a Buster Call is sent on the spot, not just one, but a fleet. The first time we see it was a few years ago, the Sekai Sifu, for fearing the knowledge of the archaeologists of Ohara, because they have the ability to read the poneglyphs that have written the true history of the century that had its history erased. To be more exact, it has the entire history of the Void Century, a time in which Sekai Sifu doesn't want anyone to know what happened, because a very disastrous event must have occurred that involves Sekai Sifu. So a large fleet was sent to destroy all citizens of that island. Only Nico Robin managed to escape. The rest of the citizens ended up losing their lives during the destruction of the island. And his second appearance was near the end of Eni's lobby, where Spandine accidentally used the golden Den Den Mushi after the Straw Hat Pirates managed to defeat CP9 and managed to save Nico Robin. So the only way for the Straw Hat Pirates to get a force equivalent to the Navy would be to also have powerful weapons, but currently they do, and we didn't even imagine. They have the three old weapons, although they are not with them at the moment, but in the future Luffy can gather them in one place so that he can get a power capable of defeating the Navy along with Buster Call. Let's start talking about the first weapon, Poseidon. It itself is a living weapon. Its power is passed on for generations, but it takes years for any merman or mermaid to be born with this power. Currently Poseidon's power is in Shirahoshi, the mermaid princess of the island of Fishmen. After the Straw Hat Pirates managed to help the Fishman Island, Shirahoshi was very grateful and became good friends with them, agreeing to help them if they needed her help. Even not being part of the Straw Hat Pirates crew, Shirahoshi along with the Fishmen became allies of Luffy and his crew, so if Luffy got into a battle we would see them moving to the place to help him. Even if their kingdom is part of the union between the kingdoms, they would certainly help him, as the Fishmen have a lot of hatred for the Tenryubito and those who work for them, like the entire Sekai Sifu and the Marines, because Fishmen were forced to work and taken by Sekai Sifu and were forced to work for Sekai Sifu. If they liked any of them, the nobles captured them and destroyed their lives. We see this happen in the anime even during the meeting of the kingdoms, where a noble, when meeting with Princess Shirahoshi, he tries to take her with him by force, but another Tenryubito saves her, so she along with the Fishmen have many reasons to hate the world nobles. But as the nobles, Marine and Sekai Sifu are very powerful, there is nothing they can do. But with this opportunity that Luffy will offer them to put an end to it, they would definitely join together. With the power of Poseidon, Shirahoshi is able to command the kings of the seas, large fish with a gigantic force capable of moving islands or even sinking them if they work together. The Sea King has been shown several times, as in Luffy and Shanks flashback, where a Sea King was able to rip off Shanks' arm that was trying to save Luffy. We see that they are very strong and fast, so if the battle took place on the water, we would see that they would be able to sink several enemy ships, especially the Buster Calls, which even though they were a huge ship, the Sea King kings could easily sink them against their enormous strength. If they couldn't sink with their strength, they could even sink with their weight. Another ancient weapon known to, but not shown, is Pluton. It is said that he had the power to sink all the islands in the world, although the exact details of its capabilities remain unknown. Pluton is a giant ship that has high firepower, being able to devastate islands with ease, being much more powerful than any existing ship, even having more firepower than a fleet of Buster Call. Even though we haven't seen what it looks like and how it works, as it is one of the ancient weapons that Sekai Sifu fears someone will find it in, we deduce that it can practically grant its owner the title of a Yonko. For with this great power in his hands, he would have a great influence in the world, as he could destroy islands and ships if he wished, so through that he would gain fame and respect throughout the world, thus getting the Yonko rank, in which most pirates want to have, because whoever has this rank is considered one of the most powerful pirates, in which he has a greater probability of being able to conquer the One Piece treasure. It is said by Frankie that whoever controlled the Pluton weapon had the potential to conquer the world, but if it fell into the wrong hands it would be very dangerous, like the Navy or Teach's hands mainly. Likewise, Pluton, for having such incredible destructive power that he is such a threat to the world. Moreover, as the designs remained in existence even after the ship was built, whoever owned the vessel designs would have the potential to build a fleet of vessels with the same destructive capabilities. And as we know, Frankie has Pluton's design stored in his mind, so he would be able to transform Thousand Sunny into a Pluton, but improved, with improvements of his own, just like he did in Thousand Sunny. If Frankie knows what it takes to create Pluton, then in the future he should start building the ship, as it will be essential in the battle to come. And finally, let's talk about Uranus. For those who don't know, Uranus is a god of the sky based on Greek mythology, so this weapon may have something to do with the sky, being in Skypea, or in a place located in the sky. Being able to have the ability to fly while causing great destruction on Earth, like a spaceship or some other vehicle that allows it to fly. Uranus can even be a living being, just like Shirahoshi. There are several possibilities of what Uranus could be, because so far nothing has been mentioned in relation to him, giving space for us to create several possibilities. One of the possibilities that a lot of people have been commenting is that Uranus may be on the moon, because there was a scientist who went there to create robots that are currently controlling that place. This scientist may be the one who managed to get Uranus and hit him on the moon, so that no one could use this amazing weapon again. It would be practically impossible for someone to be able to go to the moon to get this weapon to use it, but there is one person who managed to get there, being Enel. He would have the possibility of being able to use Uranus to take him to Earth, so that he would then participate in the battle to come, so through him Luffy will get the last remaining ancient weapon, because even though Enel was his enemy, after being defeated he may have changed, because as Oda said in an interview, characters' dreams end when they are defeated. This is one of the reasons why the Straw Hat Pirates do not take their opponents' lives, so if an enemy is defeated, their dream is also completely destroyed. But even though Enel was defeated, he still managed to complete his dream of going to the moon, so on the moon Enel will be able to find Uranus, so with this great weapon in his hands, it would give him a reason to return to Earth, and consequently ally with Luffy, then handing over the weapon in his hands. Then Luffy will have the 3 greatest weapons in his possession, so that he can win the great battle. The video will stop here. Tell us your opinion about the video. During the final fight, will Luffy manage to conquer the 3 ancient weapons? How could he use them to bring victory to his side? Could Enel become an ally in the future? Leave your opinion in the comments. Thanks to all of you for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed the content and information in today's video. We hope that we will always continue together talking about the news of the anime and the manga, so comment your doubts, news, or what you think will happen in the anime in the future. Also comment on the new videos you want to see here on the channel. We'll see you again in the next video. I'll wait for you here. Bye.